One. Hello, welcome. My name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is Ikokwu. He is a success business mindset coach who works with coaches and consultants to grow to 6 and 7 figures without feeling overwhelmed. I'm very excited to bring this on. This interview took a long time to get ready and to get our schedules lined up. Is there anything else you'd like me to add to the introduction, Ike?
Thank you for that incredible introduction, Bryce. I appreciate it. Well said, well done. I would just add that for any of your listeners who may be in the local Atlanta area, I do have a series of workshops that are coming up. That's called Fast Track to Building a 7-Figure Coaching, Speaking, and Consulting Business. So if you're in or around the Atlanta area, certainly check out this link, bit.ly, and /Fast Track to 7 Figures. So that's bit.ly and /Fast Track to 7 Figures. And that will get you access to some of the dates and different opportunities there to participate in that.
Excellent. That's going to be a very good topic to bring up, talking about how to get local clients versus getting them online. I really want to see your opinions on which one you like more. Okay?
Sure.
So, what was life like before you got into coaching?
Life was a little tumultuous, to tell you the truth. I went through a series of bats of adversity while growing and trying to build my coaching business. I've shared quite a bit of my story on LinkedIn, but those who aren't aware, I went through about a 6-year legal battle where I lost virtually all my assets, all my income as a victim of a couple of different betrayals, one of which was a Ponzi scheme, which ended up having the SEC involved and took up 2 years of my life, and attorney fees and a battle to try to salvage and really rid myself of the legal baggage that comes with that. So yeah, it's been an interesting 6 years for sure.
Okay, so what was the trigger that got you into coaching?
I think it's always been in my blood. I've always loved really, identifying the gems in people. There's a quote that I reference very often. Carl Jung says that no matter what our accomplishments are in life, that we think well of ourselves only in rare circumstances, that we all have this inner judge, this inner critic that screams loudly in our ear to remind us of just how dismal and abysmal we are, remind us of all the things that we do wrong. And so we need people in our lives who can speak the truth, speak into us, encourage us, and remind us of just how truly brilliant we are. And so throughout my life, just in engaging with people, man, I have the unique ability of being able to see the diamond that's in the rough and be able to speak into that and encourage people. So I've always been an encourager. So I think coaching has been just a natural progression in the evolution of my life.
Okay. So that's interesting. You talked about the inner critic. So then how do you first, right? Because in order for you to be a mentor to someone else, you might have had to learn how to either deal with that yourself, or did you have to get someone else to show you how to conquer that inner critic? Or
yeah, I work on it daily. I'm in my mid-40s, and most people who start paying attention to the voice of the inner critic, that inner dialogue, the thoughts of self-sabotage, most people don't pay attention to that until much later in life. So for the average individual, they may have 30, maybe even 40 years of pre-programmed thinking that completely impacts the way they think, feel, and behave. And so I like to equate it to driving a car. When you first learn to drive a car, it was hands at 10 and 2, legs in, and you're focused and you're like stuck to the steering wheel and you don't even, you're not doing anything else. And I remember decades ago driving into downtown to go work for one of the big 6 accounting firms I'd worked for. I'd be on the phone, have a bowl of cereal that I was eating, and kind of controlling the steering wheel with my knee.
yeah.
So all on autopilot at that point. Well, our thought processes, the emotions that reverberate through our system, and our pre-programmed way of actually distilling information to take action has been years in the making. And so we've got to be very premeditated in actually shifting the biological, the biochemistry, and the neurological tenets of how our mind works in order to start living into a much bigger and a much more limitless lifestyle. So yeah, it's daily work.